What's up, everybody? We are the Four Bros.
I'm Nick.
Chad.
I'm Brad.
And Terry.
And today, we're going to be reviewing Venom. So, we're going to get started with the good. You know, the movie, I would say the number one thing that is good about this movie is the special effects. You know, I don't think they could have really did any better with the special effects of how they did it and everything. You know, it reminded me of the cartoon when they had that episode. They did it just like that, but in real life. So, I mean, I think they could have did any better with that.
Yeah.
I think besides that,
That's the end of the good.
I kind of don't have a ton of good things to say. Like I could jump to my verdict right now, but just to be fair, what did y'all like about it?
I'll start. Aside from the animation, if a new to the series person was to see this film, they probably would think it's a solid movie. Not nothing to jump up and down for joy, but like, man, that was an alright little action movie.
Yeah.
But for somebody like me from the 80s, straight dookie, I was very upset. Eddie Brock looked like Joe Rogan, and I didn't understand what was happening. He had zero enthusiasm in the movie. Like his efforts were bogus, and it just let me down from there. And then started the movie off when they first went to his little love life in the house or whatever. The lady had this most insincere smile I've ever seen. And she walked around the room like, what kind of love is that? Like, this is going to be a bad movie. From that point in the film, I was like, this is going to be bad, man. And then it just kept going downhill from there, and I kind of gave up. I didn't turn it off, but I did give up. Like, dang, film.
What did you think was good?
Well, the action, everything you said, the action, you know, the animated, you know, everything, and that was pretty decent. You know, I liked it the way they did Venom with his, there's like different parts coming out and everything, the knives and the swords and stuff or whatever. But yeah, that was okay. You know, they did that really, really good. But it's the only good thing that I got for it, man, because you know,
travesty.
Just like man, said like we 80s kids, man, and you know, and like you said, if somebody were to not know about the past or whatever, it would have been an okay film or whatever, maybe. But I'm gonna talk about the bad later. We're trying to do the good right now, so yeah.
But we
that's
really
the
want to
only
get to the
thing that I got
bad.
for it.
We really want to get to the bad.
Yeah, we trying to get to that right now. I can't wait.
Avoid the bad.
Let me get my good out the way because I don't know the history. So from a guy who don't know nothing about Venom and the names of them, the origin of them, how many of them is, the second relatives, like these guys know.
Yeah, symbiote cousins.
I mean, to me, I guess I knew a little bit about it, but the movie was just so rushed. They tried to cram so much in it, but the good action, but the good action was the thing that was
appealing to me.
yes, appealing. Yeah. Like they had good fights. I like when he was jumping around, fighting all the police, and just they didn't hold back with none of the gore and stuff like that. It was like it seemed like they do that. I don't know if it's when Fox do it or it's gory, kind of like a Deadpool and all the stuff. Is he DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
Okay, making sure. All right, so. With this Marvel type of thing.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kind of know, but they are older than me. They 80s babies. I was baby. You know what I mean? I was born 82, whatever. But anywho, so again, like him jumping around, doing all the fighting, beating people up, that was pretty cool. I think that Brock, what's his name again? Eddie Brock. I think his acting was good according to what they wanted him to do. Like he looked crazy. I liked how he was infected with that thing and he didn't know what to do when he was jumping in the tank with the lobsters and just looking all sick or whatever. Again, I guess that kind of go back to the graphics or whatever. Right. My son, he saw. We was watching it one time and then TJ would come in, was like, hey, get out of here. And this was right at the part when he went to the door because the guy was playing the guitar, the high frequency, get to him. Yeah. And he was like, turn it off. TJ was like, I said, we told you go upstairs, man, go upstairs. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So we get to the unavoidable bad. You know, for people that know more about his story, you can't have Spider-Man without Venom,
Right.
or you can't have Venom without Spider-Man. I'm sorry. And that's the main thing that was just kind of on my mind the whole time was the fact that they're not in New York, they're in California. Venom wanted to kill Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was taking but instead of all of that, we got the Indian John Hammond from Jurassic Park doing all these spaceship trips, bringing back Venom and friends. And it was just kind of like, it was just like, I know they may just been trying to separate and do an independent story to make Venom by himself, but you can't bring him on the scene without Spider-Man somewhere in there. Even if it was just a cameo or something like that, have him in there and then develop the character a little bit more. It was just, I'm gonna definitely think of some more stuff, but y'all go ahead
It was like they went and found Balky. It was like, you be the enemy, you be the bad guy. What? Why are we doing this? He was terrible. I couldn't buy into nothing he was saying. He didn't have a vicious streak. They tried to give him a mean streak, but it didn't translate well to me. I'm like, man, can't nobody take this dude serious?
How in the world can you make Venom a love story? Like, how can you even accomplish that?
Why would you do
Why would you try? It was getting on my nerves when this is near the end movie, but he was trying to connect with the girl and give love advice. He was like he been married for 30 years. Like, you're not gonna get to her like that.
His voice was hilarious, yo.
Shut up, Venom.
His voice is hilarious.
Is this Dr. Phil? The Venom farm?
What are we doing?
What is happening right now?
Oh my God. Venom was Cupid, guys.
Cupid. That's what it is. Cupid with teeth.
Why are we doing this?
Oh my God. He was just trying to be funny and all this crap. Oh my God.
I didn't understand. That joke was making me crazy. But back to Balky. He was in the lab, and all of a sudden his no nonsense attitude against killing bombs. It was like, yo,
bring in the next human.
Man, you don't do nothing. Oh damn, he died. Let's get another one. You got any more Coronas? God dang! Give him a.
Didn't care about none about
no remorse, yo. It was ridiculous, man. But it didn't translate well because it was Balky Bartokomous. It doesn't work. You gotta give me somebody Russian who you would like. Oh,
with a scar on his face.
Vladimir Putin's cousin.
Right?
We're not gonna.
And to catch Venom, he sent Bill Burr. He said Bill Burr and friends.
Straight up Boston. Hey man, they had jokes. We're gonna get you now, man. Bleep this and bleep that. Like, oh,
they came into the apartment and Venom, he beat them all up and stuff like that. It wasn't even until they was in the car and they were driving. He was like, "What in the world?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, that's your first reaction. You should have
yeah.
been there already." And then it was like,
terrified.
I guess when all the action was happening and stuff,
I would have left.
he jumped up.
I quit.
He jumped on a motorcycle and I felt like,
Take my gun.
you know how every movie has that moment where it's like, oh, they slow it all down and it's like, man, that was cool. Yeah. The moment on this was he lost the bike.
Yeah.
And Venom grabbed the bike and pulled it back to it. That was the slow down moment. That was kind of like
lame.
But then they went straight to 1970s edited. Freaking Venom pushed the two cars out the way. Right? Jeep Cherokee smashes between the two cars to keep going. Literally, you can see the front of the cars tossed up.
And then
snaps a millisecond. And
they all repaired.
I was like, yo, what?
They fixed that.
Who's doing this? Then later in the movie, if you haven't seen it, Eddie Brock gets killed and he's brought back to life by Jesus Carnage. And, not Carnage, but Jesus Venom. Man literally dies with a blade through his chest. And Venom comes out of the vents like, get up, Lazarus. It's not over. It's not over.
It's not over.
It's not over. Okay, we've got stuff to do. We gotta go. All right. And aside from that, he sold his shirt up too. He's a master seamstress.
He's a tailor.
Yo, he's a tailor. You're lying. Get out of there. Make sure you
What is up
sweat
with
us back
Venom
together.
getting on the girl You know, I'm like, oh my God, it's a girl Venom now. I never
That was
heard of that one before.
It was that.
Now there is a
Rock's
she
girlfriend
Venom.
is a Venom.
They
What
did
the
have
freak?
they
They're
did have a
so
she Venom
nasty,
in the
man.
Oh,
universe.
okay,
There
okay.
was a she Venom.
Okay.
But it
And
wasn't Venom as
that,
the girl.
Right. That I think they could have left that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought she was
That
gonna
was
just
Shinnem.
keep it with the dog or something like that. What you saying?
Venom. She's Venom.
It
Oh
was
my God.
bad, man.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
bad.
The other symbiotes, you know, I called him V1000 because he was like the T1000 on Terminator 2,
Right.
where he was like turning into
Slicing.
knives and
Slicing.
slicing everything up and stuff like that. One thing I didn't understand was that when he was, when he was
Is he
when he
even a person?
infected
I don't
the
know.
Asian on the ambulance,
Mhm.
why was everybody shuffling around like zombies?
Right.
Whereas when Venom took over Eddie Brock, everything
was
was normal.
regular.
He was just normal.
Why he didn't die
But then the Asian
I would say
women, they
Chemistry
was,
supposed to have a like, you know, that's what it's saying. Like,
It's killing him.
No. But I was gonna say that like they didn't harp on that like why Venom is that
Exactly. He was saying something about it, you know.
But they didn't go
but they
into
never
it. I
like, went into detail like why was
It was
this,
working.
why was this person
Yeah, I was
really
confused,
good
man, like-
with the Venom or whatever. Like what's going on? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But he just like, oh okay.
you got a perfect match.
Yeah, this was a match. Okay, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like a kidney train.
I
Now
found
you're
him
Venom.
on
Goddamn.
I found him on eHarmony.
What happened to the? You know what I'm saying? Let us know. Give me some information. But the story supposed to have been all about Venom. How you even gonna bring Carnage and everybody out
Already, yeah.
Already.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all going way.
You know what I think happened?
Way. First of all, it was all wrong. Anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
I
we
was
already
saying.
know that. Just like
Totally.
Brother Brad said, you can't have a Venom
Without a Spider-Man.
without Spider-Man.
Messed
You know
it
what I'm saying?
all up.
You messed it all up right then and
Yeah.
there.
You know what happened is that
you
they-
can't do that.
They had invested too much money at this point. It's like,
You
yo,
can't
this
turn
ain't
back.
coming back. we need to try to hook him for another one. Let's say Carnage coming. Find some random guy, put him in a chair. Let's say, Carnage is coming. Carnage.
Woody Harrelson of
That
all
wasn't a
people.
random guy though. That was Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
We gonna set up a Woody.
Woody will play anything. That's my dude, man. I love Woody, man. He'll do anything. You know what I'm saying?
He'll do it.
But he was random in the movie.
Yeah,
That's what
he
I'm
was.
saying. Like,
He was.
he was nowhere in the movie. How do we know that
Where he-
Carnage was, like Venom was even looking for him?
They
Or-
said they lost one symbiote.
That was the one that was walking around. How did they get on Woody?
Where does Carnage come from? But
I don't know, man. The movie was way too fast. The
Yeah.
acting was way too bad. Like they didn't take time and freaking make
so
more
it's like a hit
scenes.
workout.
Yeah, it was like, okay, yeah, that's good.
Let's do it. Come.
Action, yeah, that's good. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that's good. First guy there goes to, what the hell are y'all doing out there, man?
We've got our shot.
Sony.
We only got a little bit about the time. That was good enough. I know you said globe. What is it, Daily Globe instead of the right one?
Forget it.
Superman. We know him.
All right.
Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Action.
Budget,
Next
what
one.
happened? The budget was low. I mean, what happened, dude?
Something
you know what I'm
went
saying?
wrong.
And
It was
I, mean, I don't
bad,
understand
man.
why they couldn't like even just mention, you know,
Spider-Man,
like
anybody?
put. I don't see why they couldn't like put him in there. It could have been just like a off. That could have been
The lead.
the
into-
next movie. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened.
In
What,
this
what brought
movie.
him on? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That what happened. That whole storyline. You know what I'm saying? You could just like show little beats and pieces of it. Just, like even if it was like animated or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But give us something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they gotta stop with this. You know, man. I understand y'all trying to please. You know, to everybody, but for real, you're real fans.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
us, you're
from
the older,
1970,
exactly, the older people.
1970,
You know,
1994.
and we want y'all to get the scripts right.
Yeah, right.
You know what
And
I mean?
even
Get it
in that,
right.
even in that,
I would
like,
go see it more than one time just because I know you did it right and you're listening.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think they just capitalizing on the popularity of Marvel
Yeah.
characters, on DC characters. Like they're capitalizing on the real fans
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
want to see these
Yeah,
things.
it's not
And
fair.
then we go and we get disappointed, and then we do things like this and give these reviews and stuff like that, and
Right.
it doesn't really. I guarantee you, it's not what they want to hear. But it's kind of like your true fans are the ones that made these properties popular. You
Right.
know, we made these comics popular and these
Right.
characters and stuff, and it's like a disservice to the real fans that that really want to see some things true to the source material
invested
when we
in
come out with these rushed films, and it's like, you know, now whenever you come out with the next one, it's kind of going to be like we already got a perception
Yeah.
of like
Probably not
it's
gonna
going
go
to be
see it.
it's
I'm
going to be
gonna
garbage, you know.
Yeah,
if you could have your last statement, say what you thought about the movie in in a sentence or so, like, hey, this is what he thought.
But I'll
what
go
would you say?
first.
Go see it. How many stars you give it? Whatever. Go
Venom.
ahead.
If you like an action movie that's fair, give it a shot. But if you kind of a stickler to stuff being accurate or being entertaining,
Yeah, DX generation.
get that joint out of here. That joint will not be purchased in my house.
I personally don't give it 2 thumbs down. Right? Right? I
I give
don't
you 2
know.
more.
Yeah, so 4 thumbs down. So
Milk has gone bad.
I don't know if it's I was just sad. I didn't know the movie, but it was just not real good to me. Like we said the graphics was real good, but then when he could be transforming into Venom, and I mean the body was way bigger than him, but I guess that's okay. But
Let me interject for a second. The reason that it looked ridiculous that it got that big, Eddie Brock was actually like a 6'5" football beast, and then turned reporter. That's why Venom was his stature was huge. They took Joe Rogan and said, hey, we're going to make a film. And
so does the Venom that took over Brock still have supposed to have a white spider on it?
Yeah, it's supposed to. And that's
That
another
wasn't in the
inaccuracy. It's like he didn't have that.
that's the absence of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But that's why you had to do that because
If you know nothing about it, go see it. But if you're a fan, like he said, go see it.
Can't really say go see it. It's been out.
Yeah.
Still see it.
I don't
Yeah.
even go to the movies though because it sucked.
But you can stream it.
Yeah.
Stream it.
Yeah.
Red box it.
DVD it.
We need some money, Red Box.
Get it up.
I'm serious.
I would give it like 6 stars. I think really the effects were really good, but for people that really want to see something true to the material, you're gonna be disappointed. And it just, I don't know, it just makes you feel like it was just in the wrong hands. Like the people that wrote it, they were just rushing through it. They just wanted to get something out, earn a quick buck, and hopefully get some new people into it. You know, I don't think it was written for the true fans. And now I do know that there are other Venom storylines in the comic book universe. You know what I mean? But I think the one that everybody is looking for is Spider-Man had the symbiote first. You know, I think the only reference to that was they was like, hey, one of the astronauts is still alive. Mm-hmm. It's Jameson.
Right.
Then he caught the bird box eyes and he immediately, grabbed the Asian woman, and that was it. You know, as far as that was all he really had.
Yo, oh my God, I'm sorry, I gotta do this. So when they first introduced the symbiote to the first homeless person,
Right.
the joint looked like a straight Tool video, man. I was in the house cracking up. He's like popping and locking. I'm like, yo, it's like a Tool video, man. You know what they do? They hit the ground. I said, man, these dudes bugging.
All they do is throw in some dubstep or something.
It's terrible, man. I said, yo, why are they doing that, man?
Yeah, but overall, I give it a 6. You know, if you're just looking for something to watch, check it out.
Yeah.
But if you're like a real fan, I ain't even say you gotta be a hardcore fan, but if you at least know some of the history behind it, then it's not gonna be what you're looking for.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it just because there was no Spider-Man in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't have
That was his
no Spider-Man.
own entity.
But yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, if you didn't know anything about the story back, it might have been okay. But,
No, because it
know
still
what I mean?
had
But,
bad
yeah, it was
moments.
still kind of bad because they rushed it. They rushed the movie like I don't know what, man.
Trying to make
really,
it funny.
I was
Trying to
really-
make it funny.
Venom was a
really
joke
rushed
series.
it. Yeah, exactly. Tried to make it funny, and it was just too much.
You say something to her.
Yeah.
It was bad, man. It was all bad. I give it a 5, man. I straight for real. I give it a 5, man. I don't even give it a 6, yo. I really did not enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's our review of Venom. We hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. We love to hear from you guys and know what you like to see us review next or talk about next. You know, we're more than a review channel. We love gaming. We love food. We love hanging out with each other. So if you got any questions or anything like that, feel free to leave us a comment. We love to hear from you. We are the 4 Bros.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chad.
I am Brad.
And I am Terry.
Subscribe. And also leave. Hold up, let me start. That didn't sound right.
Yeah, you think I was up with that.